Welcome to the Football Expert, the voice for college football and your home for NFL draft analysis, game breakdowns, bold predictions, scouting reports, and so much more. This is the ultimate destination for any college football fan looking for community here on YouTube. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that way you never miss another video. And join the college football community all the way from California, Texas, Illinois, Michigan, and all the way here to South Carolina. Let's get to the video. Break. And we are back here once again with another video. Today we are looking at the Louisville Cardinals and Jeff Brohm's squad here. Lincoln Kienholz, the new starting quarterback for the Cardinals. Interesting season coming up here. Interesting schedule, honestly. And we'll get straight into it. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video if you enjoy it. Comment all your thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you guys think of the content. Let me know what you think as we are, I think a week away from the start of college football, less than a week away. So let's get straight into the video. So Louisville starts off their season with a home game, or I'm sorry, a neutral site game against Ole Miss in Nashville. This is on my radar as a potential upset. Not only is both of these teams, I think, a lot closer than some people think. I think that Louisville is a team that is very underrated just because they are in the ACC. And, well, the ACC, I don't know, and stuff like that. Problem is, and what's stopping me, I have a loss here against Ole Miss. What's stopping me from putting it in the win category? I don't know what Lincoln Kienholz is going to look like at Louisville. Louisville does have good defensive pieces. Their offense is pretty good. But what does Lincoln look like? Because that's what's going to matter. That's what's going to, at the end of the day, determine who is going to win this game. Trinidad Chambliss and Lacey on the other side. Louisville or Ole Miss has the ability to win this game, no doubt about it. But do they have the ability to lose this team? They also do. So I think Louisville will be much closer than some people expect. But I do have this as a loss. Villanova, the next game. Interesting scenario with them. Villanova, one of the best teams in the FCS. The problem is that their starting quarterback is gone at the moment. So I don't know. Well, he got an extra year of eligibility, and then the Patriot League suing him, and it's a whole mess. So I don't know who's going to be playing quarterback, but other than that, it's a win for Louisville. That was the only interesting note I had in that game. Then a home game against SMU. This game I went back and forth on, but I do think that Louisville does have the edge in this game. I think defensively they'll be better. Kevin Jennings is a better quarterback than Lincoln Kienholz, or at least at the beginning of the season he will be. But I do think that Kienholz will be good enough to keep this Louisville team in the game. If this game was at SMU, I'd probably pick SMU. But with this game being at Louisville, I'm going to go ahead with the Cardinals. Then a home game against Wake Forest. I think that this is once again a win. I do think Wake Forest and Jake Dickard will be taking a step back this year. They do bring in Gio Lopez, the starting quarterback at UNC last year. So they shouldn't be horrible, but do I think they get to 9-4? Nah, I think they're much closer to a 6 or 7 win team, maybe even a 5-win team. Then a NC State game on the road. This is where I do think that the second loss, the first ACC loss, is going to come. I think NC State is they're a good team. CJ Bailey is a great quarterback, possibly the best quarterback in the ACC outside of Darian Mensah, obviously. I'm trying to think. I think I would put him too. I'm trying to remember because I don't think I've ranked the ACC quarterbacks, but I would put him too, I believe. Then going into that game, I think the other problems is it's at NC State. If it was at Louisville, I'd be a little bit more concerned for NC State. But with it being at NC State, one of the first true road tests, I think it's the first true road game they've had yet. A first true road game is the neutral site against Ole Miss in Nashville. And that is very much a neutral site game in between Louisville and Oxford, very close to both of them. So I think that this is going to be a loss. Florida State at home, I think this is going to be a win. I do think Florida State is going to be terrible this year. It's just me. Maybe I end up being wrong. I would love to be. I think Florida State is a good team. Or a good program and a team that I want to be good. Like Florida State at the prime, 1993, Notre Dame, Florida State, that was basically the national championship matchup because they didn't have a title game at that point. So I think that at the end of the day, it's just you want Florida State to be good. But even if they file Norvell this season, who do they get? Like, sincerely, who does Florida State get? But that's just my thing. Win there. Road game in Syracuse. If you've watched my Syracuse prediction, I'm pretty high on Syracuse, but I do think that they lose this game. I think Louisville overall is just a better team and it has some better resources. The wide receiver room should be deep. The offensive line room is not bad from Louisville, so we'll see. Then a home game, or I should say a bye week, and then a home game against Stanford. Stanford coming all the way across the country. I don't know what to think of Stanford. They are a team that I think has some pieces, but I don't think that they're going to be good overall. So I have that as a win against Stanford and a loss for Stanford. Road game against Georgia Tech. I'm pretty high on Georgia Tech as well. I think Alberto Mendoza, the transfer from Elon, the defensive pieces that are coming in, I think Georgia Tech's going to be a good team once again. That's just me. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about Brent Key generally. But I trust him. So I do see this as a loss here for Louisville. It's also at Georgia Tech, so I'm a little bit I don't know if Jeff Brom on the road is as good as he is at home. He has had some signature wins, but like look at the Notre Dame game at home. They won that one, lost the game on the road. They lost to Clemson at home, or lost to Clemson on the road, beat them at home. Like this is a much better home team. Next up on the schedule, a road game against UNC. UNC is horrible. I think that they'll fire Belichick. That's a win, easy. Pitt and Kentucky are the last two games on the schedule. Home game against Pitt. I think that this is a very interesting matchup. Pitt is a good team generally. They're pretty much in that 8-4 slot every single year. Some years they're a little bit better. Some years they're a little bit worse. I'm going to favor Jeff Brom in this because it's at home against Louisville. But I could be wrong. I just don't know. It's such a 50-50 matchup for me. Then a home game against our road game against Kentucky. This is not going to be a blowout, same as last year, but it will be a good matchup in which I think Louisville does get the win. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Louisville, I think, I have them going 9-3, and I believe 6-2 or 7-2 in conference. They play 9 conference games now in the ACC. 7-2 in conference, 9-3 overall. Let me know what you think about Louisville. And as always, hit one of the 2 videos down below and the subscribe button up here. Help me reach my goal of 6,550 subscribers by the end of August. We're making our way there, just about 20 away. As always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.